the magnificence of the sultans were not magnificent. Each was one of the most expansionist and sultans. And the show tells a lot about, of course, his relationship with women in his harem, a lot of the intricacies of the palace life and things like that, which, as you can probably imagine, Erdogan did not like it much. And this, not just this particular, and I'll tell you why Erdogan didn't like it, but this particular TV series, along with a number of them, are actually quite popular in the Middle East, and also Balkans, and some of the Turkic republics. The Turkish TV series grossed over $60 million in revenue and were viewed in 40 countries in 2013 alone. They were seen responsible for improving Turkey's image in the Middle East. They are also credited for helping to boost commerce and tourism. There's actually interesting facts and figures if we have to online and just for instance, 75% of Arabs across 7 countries characterized Turkey's image positively in 2009. 77% calling for a larger Turkish role in the region. Turkish soaps was credited for helping to boost commerce between 2002 and 2010. Turkish trade increased threefold with Syria, nearly fourfold with Maghreb countries, fivefold with the Gulf countries, and Yemen, and sevenfold with Egypt. Many popular magazines and newspapers featured articles with quotes from Arab tourists visiting Istanbul who wanted to see the ultimate palaces, ancient sites of Istanbul, and other locations featured in the television series. Tourism from Libya and Qatar in 2011 grew by 535% and 107% respectively. Turkish soaps are not the only reasons. There's also, in order to improve Turkish-Arab relations, visa requirements for nationals in the Arab world were actually waived. So that was one reason to boost economic and political relations in the Arab world. And further, Turkish government launched a Arabic language television channel, TRT7 of Turkey in 2010. So the AKP government saw this as, we need to win the hearts and minds of Arabs if we are going to be effective in our foreign relations, right? So he saw the Turkish television series as a great tool of soft power and necessary tool. We can easily liken this to, for instance, Hollywood playing an important role in winning the hearts and minds of world audiences regarding how democratic, how just we are with all our actions and things like that, right? And then how great, wonderful life we offer. So it is. I see it kind of like similar, and so it's just as a quite a confident leader, Erdogan knew that it's hard power is not enough. Soft power is very, very important to be very effective in any region.
Is this why they have American TV from midnight to 4 in the morning? So that's the only time I saw American English TV. When I teach and I live over there. My husband and I teach back and forth, but I don't know Turkish fluently, but the only American channels, or there's an American channel where it would be American television, English, from midnight till 4 in the morning, which was my time. So could that possibly be one? Which I was shocked that they even had that on public television, not cable or anything like this. Would that be another reason? To reach out to Americans or English?
censorship.
But they would have to be very careful.
Yes, although I must admit, I mean, there is, there is great criticism still going on in the Turkish media. However, we see that only not in the mainstream media, in alternative channels. And a lot of them are journalists and columnists who used to work in these mainstream media outlets, but now they're increasingly working for these alternative outlets. There's T24 is a good example of that. We also have Al Jazeera Turk now. We cannot call it alternative, of course. However, it is trying to kind of like strike a balance a little bit, of course, within limits. But other media is completely corporate. So yes, they don't want to upset Erdogan, but at the same time, they only want to show and discuss what they think the audience wants. So the media system is quite similar to what we have in the United States, where we watch Kim Kardashian because the media thinks that's what we want to watch. So, in that sense, your question was also about the foreign,
well, it's just since 2009, I've seen civil liberties taken away little by little, little by little. Just from media websites. Oh wait, what happened to it's blocked. Oh my goodness, every year more and more and more, all the way up until when my husband, he was there on the 31st when that happened. And it's just, it's sad to see. This is a republic? No, it's not. Not in the true sense of republic. And it's gotten to the point where, I can be a citizen there, but I'm afraid because I protested here and I protested there. And so, that's why I'm here, because I want to know what's going on right now. I haven't been over there. I did not go over there when this happened. But I'm a teacher, and we teach, and we talk about ideas, we talk about these things, and our voices are gone, what is the point? Or will we be imprisoned for it, this kind of thing. So it's very personal for me, and I love Turkey. It's a beautiful country. It's wonderful. What Tayyip has done and why, how I've been working with the other Los Angeles Turks here to see what we can do to make change. But it seems very, very difficult at this point. And right now I just have to take a step back for a few months and I'm here. I don't know what the answer is.
Yes,
well, I do, but
because there's been some serious shift that took place, and it was really good that the military's absolute power was diminished.
yes.
So that you're not a military state anymore. However, the way pretty much Erdogan created.
Well, he has more Syrians coming in here. There's more votes for him.
It's another one-man authoritarian regime. So it's not a militaristic authoritarian regime, but it's like like we're back to single-party system, which is
like a dictatorship. When he tried to leave the country, or when they discovered his son and the money that was there, he had no answers. Obama tried to. Why is nothing happening to me? I don't understand.
I want to raise a question that's sort of also related to, because I'm really interested in hearing about, you're going to talk about ISIS. It seems like in all the neighboring countries, and I realize like Turkey's a little different than the neighboring countries, but when you've had like one strong man, even if he was a very bad man,
He was good at one point.
or he was good at one, but many of the others were much worse, you know. They got toppled, and then all heck broke loose, and for just everyday people living there, life got far worse than it had been before. So the attempt to fix something that was admittedly problematic, you know, it didn't lead to a better solution for people living there. So I guess my question is, how does what you're talking about tie into this whole, you know, other stuff that's going on in the region and Turkey maintaining its stability with
But
all
also
the pressures on it?
When you said people living there, are you talking about Syria?
I'm talking about Iraq, Syria.
How they're letting ISIS groups come into Turkey and not really stopping, not really,
what's happening?
they're not, it's like they're part of the problem instead of being part of the solution. And that, I guess, frustrates me as an American.
Why are they letting them in?
They're brothers. I wondered, I asked my husband why. Why, those are our Muslim brothers. Those are our Muslim brothers. We cannot, that was, you know, an answer I had received, which I can understand.
Yes, I
To
was
extent.
actually, can we go to another slide? And I'll answer. What I'm talking about is, of course, it does not really tie to ISIS, but what later on I'm going to talk about is, you know, despite all these efforts of soft power, and in his speeches, Erdogan makes it very clear that he actually wants to be a prominent leader in the Middle East and want to make some policy changes in the region that will benefit Erdogan and its power. So he has quite realistic kind of power kind of ambitions. So that's for sure in the region. And that got quite actually ruined by a number of things which I have listed. And one is Erdogan's open support for the Muslim Brotherhood. What Erdogan did was help those groups like ISIS and Nusra especially. As far as I understand from what I've read, now, I'm not a foreign relations expert. Don't mistake the science. But as far as I understand, what is happening is that Erdogan doesn't want Assad to be in power. So just like, you know, a regular how American president does when they don't want someone in power, they actually help the insurgency to undermine the rule. That's exactly what Erdogan is doing with Nusra and with ISIS. That's the only thing. There's no other explanation. And he's also very, very upset that he feels very close to Muslim Brotherhood. Some of the Wahhabist ideas, some of the philosophies that Muslim Brotherhood has, Erdogan shares these philosophies. And so Erdogan got very, very upset when Egypt military toppled Morsi, which actually, if we can go on to the next slide, one more, please. Yes, this is, for instance, Egypt boycotted everything made in Turkey they started a boycott, things that were made in Turkey. Of course, it didn't become a widespread boycott because it was the secularist Sisi lover, group that were cultural elites and who were is Sunni, doesn't want to be close to Shiite groups and
That's
governments.
Syrian.
That's
And he doesn't like dancing either.
huh?
And he doesn't like ballet either.
Yeah, that's not. That he sees it below the belt. Below the belt.
Walking around in Turkey with a headscarf is not a comfortable experience. And there's a lot more discrimination against, I personally experienced that much worse than here. You know, here people have an attitude of like, we have freedom of religion, everybody has a right to do what they want. In Turkey, there's like visceral dislike and I went to a job interview and I was told, don't wear a headscarf. And I actually had to go get a wig, like in Taksim Square. And then the wig sort of pushed its way up and almost fell off my head. But my point is, that sounds more like what's going on in France, you know, like, but my thought was maybe it's because people are really afraid, which I can really understand, of, you know, a very right-wing type of, you know, Muslim Brotherhood to take over.
I think it depends on the area that you're in. If you're in Istanbul and you're in the Western, you know, my husband, he got so angry at me because he didn't tell me to bring certain clothes, and I'm like, we're going to the beach, okay? Oh my gosh, he just freaked out. Well, we live in Turkey, very conservative, and why didn't you? Okay, it seems like the government, because of Erdogan, his wife is covered, so it seems like he has lots of power, and now the culture is becoming more conservative. More women are covering up, and secular, it's just disappearing.
But you won't get a job.
And that's it's sad because I don't feel discriminated over there. They know I'm a Western woman. But I know to respect certain areas where I'm taking my minibus or walking around or taking the metro. I mean, you kind of know that, but yes, I can understand what you're saying too, because my husband would say, be careful, you don't know what kind of student you may have. It may be a Kurdish that is, you know, one of these people or something. And I thought, why is he being so paranoid? Well, we're not going to know.
It sounds like
And he has legitimate reasons for that, but to me, I do feel like religion is a major thing. Oh, what are you? Oh, here, we're Christian, you believe in Judaism, you believe in Christianity, you believe in any of the religions. It's not an issue, but over there it seems very, oh, what are you? It's like one of the things that you, it's an issue. And I don't understand why that would be when it's mostly Muslim and very little Christians there. I don't understand. Maybe it's my husband that makes this issue, but I don't understand why it seems discriminating if you're Sunni or you're...
Yeah, but everybody is Sunni.
Right.
There's a very small group of Ahmadis, and you know their rights have been actually. Well, we are constantly discussing the problems with all kinds of the freedoms and rights issues, but there is also during the peace reign, the Kurdish rights and all of these rights have gotten better. Still, of course, not where it needs to be, not at all. The issue with the headscarf, so even though most people, we're talking about a country where 99.9% of people are Sunni Muslims, right? But some wear headscarves or men, of course, don't support kind of conservative party and conservative policies, and the rest doesn't. And this is quite split also, over 50% split.
It seems they're getting younger too. I mean, we're talking not the age where you should cover up when you are, but we're talking little 5-year-olds, 7-year-olds. And that, to me, is not so.
It becomes an ideological battle. It's like Islam is better than your Islam.
Right.
You know, and if I don't know how much it seems you know Turkish history quite a bit. It is reaction to Atatürk, the founder of Turkey's philosophy on how modern Turkey should be, and it should look like Europe, not necessarily the Middle East. And for that reason, it should abandon the way it treats Islam, which is, sort of.
So do you think the shift came because of Tayyip? Do you think that shift is definitely because of them?
Yes,
I would think so.
but it has existed already.
Mm-hmm.
But what we see is that today, with the AKP government, conservative people who were not hired because they were wearing headscarves or, they went to mosque, they wanted to stop, shut down their shops and go to mosque, etc. on Fridays, and they were looked down upon and they would be given positions of power. So they saw themselves as the blacks of Turkey.
That's what I mean.
Along with the Kurdish population saw themselves as the blacks of, referencing to our racial.
So I guess that's the discrimination we're talking about.
Yes.
Yeah, I
And
agree.
it used to be that the secular Kemalists used to be in power. Now they're very upset that they are losing power. The conservative AKP supporters thought that the reason why we saw these protests were because the cultural secularist elites were actually pretty upset for losing their power, and they did not want to lose their power anymore, and that's why they were protesting. What the basic protesters argued was that they're fine with having kind of conservatives be in power, but they don't want them to infringe on their livelihood.
Yes, but they don't even follow the rules. It's like once they get elected, or then they do what they want, and that is a crime. That is. I know. Maybe I was thinking maybe.
But at first, though, it was pretty fascinating in the early years of the AKP, because Erdogan wanted to kind of widen freedoms, so he did a lot of nice democratic, policies and things like that. But at the same time, while it was happening, he was also making sure that the military lost its power, which is positive, but he also made sure he replaced it with, the economic power that kind of went along with the government power and pretty much eliminated the judicial system. So now, this whole, the AKP, network with Anatolian Tigers is pretty much what is ruling the whole country. So it's not a majority rule, it's the rule by the conservative businessmen and AKP officials who are buddy with these businessmen. That's why, for instance, last March, 400 miners died
And
during the
nobody took
Soma
responsibility.
mine.
Nobody.
Yes.
Another.
Mine crashed. That was a fire.
My question is any of this, or is some of this partly the result of European, the rest of Europe, we'll look at it that way, hesitance toward Turkey becoming a member of the European Union, toward Turkey, being really welcome as a European state? Is this in part some of the issue here? Turkey used to be on very good terms with Israel. That's changed. I'm just curious how it works out.
Turkey's relationship with Israel hasn't changed.
It hasn't.
It's,
Christian club, the European Union, in a sense. And what you were saying,
I mean, with
the way they see it.
and here you have criticism of Israel is almost like business is business, and so it's there's like a I forgot something like $4 billion a year business deals between Israel and Turkey. I mean, it's like Turkey's economic relationship with Israel hasn't diminished. Actually, has gotten stronger.
Oh, okay.
Despite, and you would expect that it's like there's such pro-Palestinian sentiment in Turkey and in Erdogan himself. Despite that, I mean, he does what he can to strengthen Turkey so he can actually become a larger power.
I agree. I think there were 4 Turks that were murdered and by Israelis, and it happened.
Yeah.
We thought there was going to be war.
Yeah, and even the business did not change. I mean, the businesses with, economic relations with Israel went continued as usual when the whole the Marmara flotilla incident happened, and the 4 Turks were killed by the Israeli soldiers in the international waters. Yes, that's exactly true. So what happens is, Erdogan is actually still fine with becoming popular because he knows that this is going to be Turkey just so much stronger economically than it already is, so that he can actually become a power and then sit on the table. He's already done that. He's part of G20. This is during his year.
This just reminds me of how 11 years ago he was a very beloved person of the people. And I don't know if it's lack of education, which my husband says, and I don't know because I'm not a Turk. But how he manages, he's a great speaker. He is very much like this person up here, and the more power that he attained went and made him more ambitious,
It's not really lack of education. It is, people are much richer now, and they're richer.
The economy he built this.
Yes.
Right.
That's kind of one reason why I want to show statistics about the economy. So people are actually living very comfortably. Everybody is sitting, on those nice, great Turkey housing and other kinds of.
And this is why they still love him.
Yes, and there's great money, to be made and comfortable life to be.
But it shouldn't be at the expense of taking a park, one park. He said, without letting the public know.
Protest.
And that's why I think that we see that. It's just.
But it is not the lack of education. Another reason is not just the economic wealth that people enjoy, and they know that it can actually happen during Erdogan and due to Erdogan's policies. They also see Erdogan as a spokesperson for them, and somebody who understands like how we say Middle America, like Middle Turkey. He's a man of Middle Turkey that understands the kind of Turkish person. And that's kind of what they like about him. He doesn't, the Kemalist leaders have been terrible. They've been such bureaucrats. They would just sit in their own seat and in parliament and at their offices and would not go out, would not talk to them. They would actually treat them as, they're lesser beings, regular lesser beings. That era has changed in Turkey.
Everyone's got leather pants and taking violin lessons and this is what I saw in one of those suburbs that you talked about that I went to on the bus. I was astonished though how upper class everybody was. And this was like a suburb, like maybe an hour outside of Istanbul. Like you think, well, the richer people are going to live in the center city where they can go to the players. But People were living really well, and many people, like everybody. I was very amazed, and like everything you said kind of resonated with me as an American, except the part about the economy doing well. I mean, I think what you said is kind of what appeals to a lot of people about, say, a very right-wing agenda here. Except our economy isn't doing well.
Right.
So where is Turkey getting all the money from? I mean, you said it's construction, but is it because they have people and they have had a vision of how to build these apartments? I mean, how is it working? Are they just really good at the system and they always have been?
Well, there's a lot of like the construction industry. As far as I know, I have the numbers. Was it 80%?
Which are all contracted by him.
It is the second largest right of the world, meaning like almost close to 80% of all the construction kind of industry's revenues are coming from outside of Turkey. It's that big of an industry. Same, it's like tourism is big, also agricultural and textiles, those are still very, very big industries. And because of the oil pipes and stuff like that, there's great also fields that get reached.
And all those ships coming into this.
Yes, I'm just curious, did they finish, I'll be going this summer, but did they finish the underground so that they're not using the ferries as much, the underground?
They finished it, yeah.
Okay.
I did not get
Takes me an hour and a half to get to Mass on Sundays. No, 2 hours.
This summer it was operational.
Oh,
so I
right.
saw, like at the bus stop, there was lines that I was riding and had to stop right in the Marmara
Yes.
tunnel.
Incredible. But she's right, because when I'm out about an hour, Tuzla's out about that far out. But when I work in Pendik usually, but it's like here during the summers, the kids go out, they play movies in the park areas. We play basketball. I'm out there with the neighbors. It's just like, it's very much middle America, out in the conservative. And it's a good life. It's a good life where I can understand how within our family why some are for the Prime Minister and some are not.
But do you think Turkey's going to be able to hold its own with all this craziness going on, especially if they have been kind of selling out to, powers that are very destabilizing?
I mean, we lost its power because of aiding ISIS. Along with Qatar, the Qatari policies were aiding ISIS, and it's not acceptable. But then, of course, the United States was the one that caused ISIS to become ISIS to begin with in Iraq, when it invaded Iraq and helped all the insurgency groups. So ISIS is actually a creation of the United States and the Western coalition groups, etc. Just like the situation of Al Qaeda and Taliban. So Erdogan just is playing the same game. Which of course doesn't excuse him at all. It's very concerning. I don't know what else to say. ISIS situation is incredibly concerning, and Erdogan, doesn't seem to be there. Still a few, and Turkish government still a few. Their role in ISIS.
Would you want your children and grandchildren to grow up in Turkey or the U.S., or do you think would be like safer and more, happy future for like generations ahead?
Happy future. Well, I mean, there is this. It's hard. It's like choose your imperialist. Choose your imperial power. Which one would you like? United States or Turkey? I go. My son is going over here. And he goes to Turkey this summer.
Where does he go?
He sees his home in the United States because he only visits Turkey this summer to see grandparents and enjoy the beach, etc. But he kind of sees himself as half Turkish.
I to see the sons and daughters of Ataturk just being so suppressed.
I mean, it's in terms of
So-
safety issue, I'm not worried about safety issues. But I'm worried about other things, for instance, one being the education system. The AKP government also, and the authoritarianism, as I mentioned, there's just so many other things that I can talk about with the education system that kind of used to be 5 years of mandatory education for elementary school, and then three, middle and high school, not mandatory, but 5 years was mandatory. And then it became 8 years mandatory, which was wonderful. But it was difficult for some of the families, at least in Southeast Turkey, where they don't want to send their daughters to school. And plus, the 8 years of education diminished the what we call Imam Hatip schools, the religious schools, because they were in the middle school grade. The high schools, there is the vocational schools, and there is the regular public schools in terms of high school in Turkey. So that what happened was, in order to strengthen the Imam Hatip, the religious schools, the AKP government changed the education system to a 4+4+4 system, where 4 years of elementary school is mandatory. Another 4 years is mandatory also, but the students have the, kind of opportunity to choose to continue either in a secular public school or to go to a religious school. And then there's just incredible incentives and more religious schools, incredible incentives given to religious schools, so that they can actually continue with certain high
And
schools.
that's where they
and
take
then
their
go to
tests
college.
in order to
Yes.
qualify, and everybody's really on edge because they're all studying for these exams. Okay, now I understand.
Some of my colleagues in Turkey, Istanbul, they're struggling so much with kids who are like 9 kids age and 3 to 5 years older, and they're going through all the finishing elementary school, middle school, and high school. One of them college education situation. It's just that there are, of course, more kids. There are more private schools, but a lot of private schools are quite like a small commercial. They act like they're like small growth houses like here, but they're not. They're almost like just like a one-room apartment buildings in classrooms, and they're kind of like university.
Like a homeschool for a few families or something.
Almost, but
And they're very expensive.
they're expensive. Yeah, they're like at least $10,000 a year. Prestigious, yes, prestigious ones are more expensive, $20,000 to $30,000 like the Sabancı coach.
It's become just a triangular talk. I would like you to finish up with whatever big ideas you have, and if there's questions from the
I
rest of
did.
you. as we're-
I addressed them during the
Okay.
question and answers, so I'm happy to get more questions if anybody has questions.
I have one. Okay, what do you think Erdogan's going to do in relationship to the pressure he's under to act in opposition to ISIS and fighting them? When he's got the Kurdish issue, which is internal. Talk about what you think he might do based on some of the other issues that you've brought up. Because he's trying to be the model Arab, or the model Middle Easterner. He's not an Arab, but I mean he's appealing to those folks. Okay, what do you think he might do, and how should the West work with him?
It's a great question. Thank you. Because he is, as much as he's helping ISIS, he's happy to crush ISIS. If he gets, and he clearly stated that, if he can go in and topple Assad, then he will topple ISIS from Iraq and from Syria. He will do that. That is, he clearly suggested that. But, Obama and the others, they said, no, has, the biggest army in the region. So both Israel and Turkey are the biggest military powers in the region, in terms of manpower and etc. So it's actually, Turkey can easily do that. But, but why? I mean, it would be,
What should we be
what
looking
would
for?
be disastrous.
What are the clues we should be looking for as we're watching the news that would indicate what direction he's going to go for reals?
Well, I'm thinking, if ISIS gets more out of control, then probably Obama and the Western coalition would keep in terms of, okay, let's get rid of all of them then, right, Assad and ISIS. But first it would be, in a situation where ISIS would be already, weakening Assad and pretty much get rid of most of Assad's army. I mean, this is my, based on what I've been reading in the news. So, it's very, as you all know, it's very, very difficult to predict anything in the region. It can change overnight. Analysis can shift overnight. So, I don't know, but what do you all think?
I would be interested to add one more question, because you've been talking about the media and where the public is. Where would the public want Erdogan to go? The Turkish people.
They wanted Erdogan, and there were massive protests, they wanted Erdogan to actually topple ISIS from Kobani, just so that we would help the Kurds in Kobani. But this wasn't the majority of the people, but this was a good chunk of the people. I mean, there were no polls, so I don't know. But there were massive protests, especially by, of course, the Kurdish groups, but then lots of Turks also supported that as well. But there is also a big group of Turks who associate Kurds with PKK, with terrorism, and Kobani with helping PKK, because it's the Kobani borders southeast Turkey, and in southeast Turkey they have their ties, and they see themselves as people of the same nation, right? And for that reason, but as far as I understood, public opinion, they didn't want their Kurdish brothers and sisters to be murdered, massacred by ISIS in Kobani. But they did not want to go further to Syria and not just invade Syria. People don't think that is something that Turkey should do.
That was obvious when the pilots were shot down, being one kilometer over the airspace of Syria 2 years ago. So, right, they didn't react again. And I don't know,
But then there's a group of...
I think he's trying to do the best for the country.
Yeah, there's a good portion of the country that believes that he's doing whatever it is best to Turkey's interests, and that's why if he wanted to invade Syria, he would go and they would support Erdogan. I think the support would be a similar. I mean, it's sad.
Thank you very much. It's been very informative, except I'm still confused. It's a confusing region, that's what it is. The more you know, the worse it gets. The reason I really appreciated you talking with us, and I'm thanking you for addressing my questions, because I've been sitting over there getting all antsy. There is a piece of paper on the table that needs to be completed for the international programs folks, please. We've been using, folks have been kind of teasing out, and that was another reason I was getting a little anxious there. Yeah. It's about you, so. Did you sign in?